In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can build this new and improved statue farm in Terraria to get infinite money and rare mob drops, returning one of the oldest farms back to its former glory. If you've been playing Terraria for a while, then you probably already know about statue farms. Wire up a bunch of statues to a timer, slap down some lava, and then you're free to go mining, fight a boss, die to the boss, and then come back to a pile of loot. It was simple, it was efficient, it was
perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
And then came 1.4. Boom! Relogic quietly patched it so that enemies spawned by statues no longer drop items if they're killed by lava or traps. And just like that, one of the most beloved AFK farms in the game was dead. No warning, just gone. And so, everyone moved on, trying to make other money farms, and one of the best farms in the game was forgotten.
Don't let me leave, Murph! No! 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 No!
Well, that was until today. When Relogic decided to be cringe and add the new rule mechanic, they decided to make it so that the rule only applies to lava and traps, not players. Meaning, as long as you do the killing, the mobs continue to drop their items. Which is where my enormous brain comes into play. Hence, I would like to introduce you to... This new setup still utilizes the statues connected to a 1-second timer, but instead of using lava to kill them, we use something called a hoik. A hoik is basically a Terraria exploit where you hammer platforms into a specific shape, and it allows projectiles and players to pass through solid tiles. Let's build it. Now the setup for this farm is pretty easy to follow. Start by building a box that's about 18 blocks wide and 5 blocks tall. Break the bottom floor like this and add conveyor belts. This is so when the mobs die, the items flow straight into our pocket. Now place 6 statues of your choice on the conveyor belt. Keep in mind though that if you're spawning the same enemy, only 3 statues will work at once. Place 4 platforms on the outside of the wall and hammer them twice so they become hoiks, allowing you to shoot through them. And connect each statue to a 1/4 second timer. And now the basic level of the farm is complete. Activate your auto clicker so you can constantly kill the mobs, and stand near the hoik so the items flow into your pocket. Now take this design and multiply it by 2 or 3 or even 5, and you've got yourself a pretty nasty meat grinder. One thing worth mentioning is that if you plan on using marine statues like the shark or the jellyfish, then you should place them on the bottom floor and have a thin layer of water, because that allows them to aggro towards you. As far as weapons go, I recommend using the Terraria or a summoning weapon if you're pre-hard mode. And then once you enter hard mode, use either the Shadow Flame Knife or the Flamethrower. In my experience, the Flamethrower is the best as it can splash on every single mob, and also if you set up slime statues, then it provides an infinite supply of gel, so you don't use any ammunition when operating the farm. And that, guys, is the updated statue farm. It's not as passive as the original, but it's pretty bloody close. If you're interested to see what other farms or builds I can come up with, then be sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon. But that's all from me today. This is Frozen, signing out.